as world-class athletes compete for an NCAA title right here on the world's fastest track located inside the Randall Tyson Indoor Track Center. Secure your ticket today at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Down south, a handshake means something, and we let our actions do the talking. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm is rooted in Southern tradition and grit. Southern born and raised and Arkansas based, Brad Hendricks is named a Mid-South super lawyer year after year. So for car and big truck wrecks, medical malpractice, wrongful death, bankruptcy, and social security claims, his law firm produces results. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Southern roots, serious results.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, lots of sunshine. Our high temperatures this afternoon will be right around the low to mid 70s, mainly clear to partly cloudy tonight. And overnight low will drop down into the upper 40s. Sunshine on Saturday, a high into the upper 70s, and then showers possible on Sunday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by In Good Spirits, Fort Smith's premier source for wine, specialty beers, and liquor, located at 12100 Highway 71 South in Fort Smith.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith.
KERX Paris Fort Smith from the Bush Light Studios. ESPN 95.3.
She was one of us. We loved her. We worked with her. And now some things happen to her. It makes us feel guilty. It makes us feel angry. It scares the hell out of us. But we take care of her, and then we go on with our jobs. You set the tone, Mark. You get the unit through this.
Dr. Kurtz, Dean's wanted me to trail with us today. Good God in heaven, Ruby, there are just so very many ways for me to say this to you. Never, not in a million years, absolutely not. No way, Jose, no chance, Lance, yet, negatory, nah, and of course my own personal favorite of all time, man falling off of a cliff. No!
So this person isn't an inconvenience. They are not a box on a list to be checked off. You are a part of their life now, your words, your face. So take that seriously and recognize the importance of your role.
It's the worst in the morning, especially if I've slept on my arm. If I sleep on my back or with my arms out, I'm usually okay.
So your arm only hurts after you lie on top of it all night.
Yeah.
Well, if you thought about, I don't know, not doing that.
Live from the Bush Light Studios. Produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is The Morning Rush.
And welcome into a Fast Break Friday brought to you by QC Connect. We are live here at the Arkansas Children's Northwest here in Springdale, right by Arvest Ballpark. I mean, it's my first time in here. My bonus sister works here, but this is actually the first time I've been in the facility before. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
one in Little Rock, but never been in one here.
I am likewise. It's a place you're glad is in your community, but you're not always excited if you have to come here as a patient because it's rarely the highlight of what's going on in your life at that point. So, but so glad we have a place that is world class right here in our own backyard with Arkansas Children's Hospital. When you need them the most, they are here. And we're excited about being a part of, once again, our listeners, you out there, were responsible. We hope to break that number again this year. So, all right, it is a Fast Break Friday brought to you by QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. If you're hurting in your back, your joints, your knees, your hips, they can help you at QC Kinetics. We're going to tell you more about them throughout the morning. 479-999-1234 is their number. 999-1234. Don't let pain keep you from all the things you love this spring. See our friends at QC Kinetics for your first free visit and consultation with QC Kinetics.
So what is the best hospital show? I put down House.
That's my
Colton
favorite
says Grey's Anatomy sucks.
It does. It's terrible.
What's the pit?
Trapper John M.D. That would
that's a
be
good one, Tommy.
the old gold standard. If you're going to talk hospital sitcoms or not sitcoms, it's shows. Trapper John M.D.
Tied the Pit is one of the newest medical dramas out there on HBO. It's filmed like the episodes of 24, where every single episode is 1 hour in real time inside of an emergency room. Great series, and it has Noah Wiley from ER in it.
Okay, yeah, that's another one that was on there. I was just kind of looking at Scrubs is another one. I know there's plenty. I don't know if I necessarily love
one of those guys off Grey's Anatomy passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, Eric Dane.
Yep. He was McSteamy.
You shouldn't know that, but he was. Yes.
Forget if it's.
Well, I have a wife and a 29-year-old daughter that love Grey's Anatomy, so they watch it even. I mean, because that thing's been on for.
It's got 20+ seasons. It's been going for a while.
Yeah, it's
20 plus. Jeez Louise.
It's like Days of Our Lives.
Yeah. Basketball team in action tomorrow night. Hear what Cal had to say about that from following the win over Texas A&M. Baseball team's back in action this weekend. I do want to start this morning. And this guy has had some intel before that's been correct. I haven't seen it anywhere else. Colton, I know you saw the Curry Hicks Sage thing about Arkansas and Tyson Chicken, major sponsorship, company's logo on Razorback jerseys for years to come. I usually, a lot of times on Twitter, I ignore stuff, but this guy's been right before about certain things. So I just thought that was interesting.
Fairly consistently.
Yeah.
Very, very accurate.
Mm-hmm. So, and I have not seen this reported anywhere else. I was looking through 24/7, CBS, On 3, ESPN. I just found that tweet yesterday kind of interesting if this ends up being the case, because I know that you're always looking. We've seen what Phil Knight's done in with Nike, and you're seeing with Cody Campbell and Texas Tech. I mean, John Tyson's been very generous over the years with, especially with Arkansas basketball, John Calipari. But that caught my eye yesterday.
What will be interesting is when you find out, what kind of investment this is. If it turns out to be the way we're reading it, all laid out that way. There's 2 or 3 or 4 revenue sources that come to mind they're not utilizing that enough of. Logos on jerseys is one. And does this include football as well as basketball, or is it just one sport? Name on the football stadium, and those naming, right? We're moving. See, Sunday's March 1st, right? And or tomorrow's. No, tomorrow's March 1st.
Yeah, I thought it was
tomorrow's March 1st. Yeah, and
today's the 27th, so it is.
So what's supposed to also happen in March? The chancellor and the AD, Hunter Yurchek, get back to the board with a plan on how they're going to create this $15 million. Well, this might be part of this plan because they got to come up with some ways to generate more revenue, and this has got to be one of the ways they're doing that.
We can talk about that throughout the show. If you've got a shot, you can share it on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Cal had some thoughts on this upcoming game against the Gators. Let's hear them.
Tough game. I mean, you're going, it's game day down in Florida. They're the best team in our league right now, and we got to go on the road. We got 2 days. We cannot practice tomorrow, and guess what? We cannot practice Friday. So we're going to do tape work, walk through some stuff, show them, let's throw it up and see where we are.
This is the opening drive.
All right, so we were talking before the show, and I think you're accurate. I feel like, and this is my opinion, and I don't like being overly negative. I feel like that I'm defeated and deflated before the game is even tipped off tomorrow night. Just because I see a weakness that Arkansas has, and I see Florida being able to exploit it over and over and over again. I don't like going into games not thinking that they have any chance to win, but I really don't see a way they win tomorrow night. I don't say that about this team often, but just based on what Florida does so well and what we struggle with so much, I just can't see them winning in Gainesville tomorrow.
You win the game by making shots. And I know that's pretty simplistic thought, but You don't want to get crushed on the boards. Make your shots. You're not going to stop Florida from doing the things that have gotten them to this point, right? I mean, Florida's not going to just miraculously show up and get out-rebounded by 10 or 12. That's not going to happen. You're going to lose that rebounding battle. What's Arkansas really good at? They're good at driving to the hole, which, we'll see how they defend. Maybe you get Florida in foul trouble. Maybe those bigs pick up 3 fouls in the first half, and that gives you an edge. But number one thing you got to do is go down there and put the ball in the hole. You can't go and make 4 3-pointers in 40 minutes and expect to win this game. This is going to have to be a game where you shoot your way to the winner's circle. I mean, and I know that's a simpleton thought, but sometimes the basic stuff is basic stuff because it's right and it works. So 10 or 12 3-point baskets, don't let Florida just – I mean, you're going to get beat on the boards, but don't let that margin be like 15, and don't let Florida have 15 offensive rebounds.
You're accurate on the shooting-wise, and Arkansas has shown at times that they can be a really three-point shooting team. They've dropped off a little bit since conference has begun. You need Malik Thomas to knock down some shots. You need TB to hit his open looks. And Darius, you just need him to play a little better offensively. He can't necessarily have that lapse that he did in the first minute. And I know there's a lot of pressure on him. And, again, whether it's the player of the year conversation or just shouldering what he has to shoulder a lot of times offensively, there's just always pressure on Darius Aycock.
All right, we're going to get to it. We're also going to talk with Tina Gabbard with Cox Communication. It's the Power Hour. And we're going to talk with Tina coming up because they're doing a big part here to help Arkansas Children's Northwest as well. All right, the opening drive is brought to you this morning by the Great American Conference, who's having their basketball tournament in Fort Smith starting March the 5th. You can get your tickets now at greatamericanconference.com. They are winding down. They had a big night of conference play last night. The seeding is still a lot up in the air in the Great American Conference. You're going to see the top 8 men's and women's teams across the league battle it out for an automatic bid into the NCAA Division II tournament. They're going to hold that at Fort Smith Northside beginning a week from yesterday, March the 5th. Championship games are on Sunday the 8th. Get your tickets at greatamericanconference.com. That's greatamericanconference.com. We are live here at Arkansas Children's Northwest. There's a few of these hours across the day that we call the Power Hours, where a great community partner has stepped up and helped, and Cox has been one of those here in Northwest Arkansas. Tina Gabbard, who we took a tour on the elevator of the building earlier this morning. Tina, good to see you again.
To see you again.
We need to figure out whether those elevators got an up-down arrow. We figured out that we needed to go down, and we got to see every floor here in the building.
We did. We've experienced almost the entire hospital.
We're like
together.
best pals now, So, hey, Cox is stepping up big here today for the Give-a-thon. Appreciate that.
Thanks for having us. It's great to be here, and it's a personal journey for me. Actually, it's a personal journey for many of our Cox employees and their families too, to absolutely be able to stay here in the Northwest Arkansas area and no longer have to travel for many of their health care needs for their children. And it keeps them at home. It keeps their kids often in their own beds. And it's a great thing. And any amount is going to be great today. Any amount.
Having this place in Northwest Arkansas is such a great amenity. And you think a hospital's an amenity, like a lake or a park. But you think maybe Cox is a big company. Y'all employ a lot of people. When people move into our area, it's got to be comforting. And one of the pluses you would talk to about somebody that, hey, we have this world-class facility right here in the middle of Northwest Arkansas.
That's right. And world-class facilities are often associated with coastal regions, right? You have to go east, you have to go west to receive world-class health care. And we are changing that, and this hospital is changing that every day. And every dollar that gets donated here changes that for local families.
So what's Cox doing in this hour? We're starting to raise money. It's the Cox Power Hour. Tell us about that.
That's right. We're raising money for this amazing hospital and facility to keep children and families here, and for everything that gets donated in the next hour, Cox will match it up to $10,000.
And our fundraising goal is $150 for the day. We got a lot of other media here. We're going to have our shows here all day.
That's right.
We're trying to make a real impact today. Call 479-455-KIDS. You can donate there. I know it's the room here just off to our left. There are a ton of volunteers in there. Credit cards, ACH. I know they make it easy to
PayPal, Venmo,
yeah,
we'll take
all
it
that
all.
stuff.
Yeah.
455-KIDS. That's 5437. And Cox is going to match your donation here in this hour only, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So call or go online, and we're making it real easy. Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, we'll take it all.
You can go to our website, hitthatline.com, and click on the Giveathon link. You can go to archildrens.org/Giveathon. We really don't care. I mean, it's not about credit. I don't care about who gets the credit for raising. Let's
right.
just get this job done.
That's right. That's right. I've received a lot of texts and messages and responses to the social media that I've posted. How do I get your link so you get credit? I don't want credit. I want the hospital to get all the credit. I want these kids that I see walking around in here, these adorable little children that need this life-saving care, to receive the credit.
Hey, the best thing is if you've got kids or grandkids, the best thing that could ever happen to you is you not need this place.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or you can come and visit the gift shop like I do all the time now. My daughter wants any excuse after her amazing experience to walk into that gift shop and buy another stuffed animal. So,
You know, my kids are 15 and 14. My oldest daughter, when she was really young, she's in her I'll say her late 20s now. Be kind to her. But we had to go to the one in Little Rock before this was here, and we made lots of trips up and down 40. So it's so comforting to know that if something goes on with one of my children, this place is within an hour for a lot of Arkansans.
and that is absolutely my family story too. My
Yeah.
daughter is 20 now, and when she was younger, we too, before this hospital was built 8 years ago, traveled to Little Rock. And so this is a personal give back for us because she received such amazing care there. Our families and relatives and neighbors can receive that exact same health care here in Northwest Arkansas without the travel.
archildrens.org/Giveathon 479-455 kids is the number. We're going to pick some games in a minute. You want to pick some games?
Absolutely.
All right, you want to let Tina do some Fence Man Friday picks with us?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. We pick some games every Friday this time, so you'll probably do better than us because
I don't know.
we're going to hear
It's
just
a lot
a
of
second.
pressure.
Trust me, there's no consequences if you miss.
Oh, good.
We still have our jobs. All right, Tina, thank you, and hang around and pick some games here.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, you want to go right?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Our Fence Man Friday pick.
12.5-point underdog.
Front line's just nasty. I'll take Florida.
I'm going to take Ole Miss to cover, but Florida definitely wins this basketball game.
Florida wins. Ole Miss is going to cover the points.
Vanderbilt is a 3.5-point favorite.
In Nashville, I'll take the home team and the Commodore.
I'm also going to take Vanderbilt.
I'll take Vandy in the points.
Auburn, 2.5-point favorites at home in the jungle.
Kentucky in the points. I'll take that.
I don't like picking Auburn, but I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kentucky. Kentucky's going to win it.
I mean, how many games does Arkansas win this weekend?
2.
I've also got them taking the series with 2 games.
Let's go for the sweep then.
All right, Missouri taking on Arkansas.
I'll take Missouri in 10 points.
Yeah, I'm also going to take Arkansas to win, but I think Missouri covers.
Woo pig and cover the points.
Brandy, good call on the sweep, man.
Yeah.
Good pick. Good projection. I don't know how.
I'm just glad that dunk happened at the end of the game last week.
Yeah. For those that
got us on the right side of that.
For those that missed it, Brandon picked Arkansas to cover the spread, and Missouri player with like 6 seconds left decided to dunk it, much to the delight of one Missouri fan behind the sidelines, but ended up costing Brandon and others that bet on the Razorbacks, depending on where he got the spread. All right, so we got SEC basketball to get into. Arkansas's hosting UT Arlington in the big college game day game as well. We'll start with Vanderbilt at Kentucky. Tommy, set the line on this because we don't have one yet.
Vanderbilt at Kentucky. Vanderbilt is going to get 3 points.
Okay. I will take,
Kentucky minus 3.
Based on the Tommy Kraft betting enterprises, I will take Vanderbilt to cover the spread in Lexington tomorrow.
I'll take Kentucky's desperate at this point. I'll take Kentucky and give the points.
Brandon?
I'm going to take Kentucky in the points as well.
Okay. Tina, best for last.
Kentucky in the points.
Okay. All right, Alabama against Tennessee, big one. Tennessee lost earlier this week. Tommy, they need to start. Bama, one of the hottest teams, the hottest team outside of Florida in the SEC right now. What's the line?
Alabama minus 2.
Okay.
You just can't outscore them. I'll take Alabama and lay the points.
I don't think Tennessee, Brandon's going to have an 0-2 week, so I'm going to take the Vols in this one.
Unfortunately, I think they will, and Bama's going to cover the points.
All right, well, they'll be neck and neck with you then. All right, Tina, Alabama or Tennessee in Knoxville?
As much as it pains me to say Alabama, I'm saying Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. All right. Texas and Texas A&M, big rivalry game tomorrow. This one's in College Station, Tommy. What's the line at?
Who's playing A&M?
Texas.
Ooh, down horn.
Mhm.
A&M -4.
Okay. And then on the Tommy Kraft Betting Enterprises, I will take the Aggies -4.
All right, I'll take the Aggies -4.
Brandon, what are you going to do? We're
Yeah.
going to roll with on the Tommy
Aggies
Kraft Betting
-4,
Enterprises.
horns down.
All right, Tina. Where are we going on this one?
I have to say Aggies because it's
Okay.
always going to be horns down.
Yeah,
All right.
and you kind of got a maroon
Yeah.
jacket on today.
Yeah.
You're not full Aggied out, but
Right.
you know, so
Right.
yeah.
Arkansas against Florida, 9.5 is where it's at right now on the Bet Saracen app. Tommy, does Arkansas cover in this matchup tomorrow night?
Arkansas does cover.
Okay.
Florida wins the game, but Arkansas keeps the gloves up, and it's going to be like a 6 or 7 point game when it's over.
Tina, does Arkansas cover tomorrow night?
Woo pig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon?
Yeah, Arkansas is going to cover, but I think it's going to be a really, really close one. Really
Okay.
close one.
I just want to remind everyone that I am an Arkansas graduate, and I do not like Florida basketball, but I do think that the Gators are going to win handily tomorrow night.
I can't say it.
No.
I hope y'all are right. I don't want to be right about that. Baseball series, UT Arlington in town this weekend. How many does Arkansas get?
2.
2 of 3?
Yes.
Brandon?
You know what? I'll go with the sweep this week.
Again, back-to-back sweeps.
Back-to-back
calls
sweeps.
for Brandon. Tina, what do you think?
Brooms.
Get them out.
Like your style.
Tommy, I'll leave you on an island. I think they sweep this weekend, and hopefully they're done with the flu, but it doesn't sound like they are based on Dave's comments earlier this week.
All right, those are our Fence Man Friday picks. Brandon, y'all were busy at the home show last week. I know y'all are still working with customers and looking over projects and jobs, but you're not too busy if someone wants to call 782-3936.
Yep.
You'll be out to look at their custom fence job this week.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we had a great home show. Had a great turnout. We did drawings earlier this week. Handed out some good prizes this week, too. But we've been pretty busy, but can take on as many as we can fit in the schedule for.
All right. 782-3936. Brandon's got a great team that will come out, take a look, and I know the aluminum fencing's been very popular because it's going to last forever.
Yes, sir. Yep. Get with me, Nick, or Tanya. The three of us. Everybody's great up there.
All right. TheFenceManAR.com or 782-3936. Brandon, we'll talk to you next Friday.
Yes, sir. I'll see you then.
All right, the Fence Man, he ain't afraid of no work. We are at Arkansas Children's Northwest. It's the Cox Power Hour. You can donate, and Tina, y'all are going to match every dollar donated this hour.
Every
So
dollar.
we can
I just
double
did
up.
It takes
Every
I mean,
dollar.
it takes 2 minutes to do.
Yeah,
Just-
so
Super easy.
So if you give 100, Cox will give 100, and now Arkansas Children's Northwest has $200.
That's
so
right.
If a bunch of us will give $20 right now, we can double it with the help of Cox. So 479-455-KIDS. Tina may answer the phone back there.
I absolutely am answering
I mean,
the phone.
when-
I have 2 phones in my hand right now.
When we get done with her picking games and making everybody a fortune there to double their money,
That's right.
she's going to go back and answer the phone.
Just,
That's right.
just reinvest it.
Just
Reinvest it.
call 479-455-5437, 455-KIDS, and just ask for Tina.
$5. I'll take $5. Any donation.
5 becomes 10.
That's right.
archildrens.org/giveathon. Thank you to Cox and for what y'all are doing. It's a great day for everyone here.
It's a great day.
Are you a part of the 13-hour crew? Were you here at 6, leaving at 7?
I was not. However, that ride on the elevator, I mean, I don't know. We haven't left yet, so we may be on that elevator for a few hours. It could happen. It could happen.
I think we need to pay attention to the arrows. Probably a little bit.
You listen, just to give y'all some not what relief. I saw several different patients and parents that dealt with the same thing.
Yes.
y'all did. So
You
it
know,
wasn't just you.
Yeah.
When the parents and their kids were getting on there, I'm like, my day's going probably better than what they've got in store for them. I've got no complaints.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just for the record, I take donations for our Children's Hospital Northwest better than I take direction on the elevator. So
there you go.
I can make that work.
All right, 455-KIDS. You can donate now in the Power Hour presented by Cox.
All right, when we come back, Hog update. DJ Wagner on this matchup with Boogie tomorrow. Plus, we might have a change with baseball with rain coming Sunday. Stay with us here live at Arkansas Children's Northwest.
Fast Break Friday brought to you by QC Kinetics in Bentonville. Get back to living your life.
Steal by the Razorbacks, knocks to the other end, and a throwdown.
All right, you're all set with a coat and scarf. Bundling up?
Yeah, it's freezing out there.
Want to bundle up some wins?
Wins?
It's the $5 bundle from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. It's Powerball with Power Play, Lotto, and a free Natural State Jackpot ticket, all for just $5.
Wait. 3 chances for 3 jackpots for $5? Bundle me up.
Ask for the $5 bundle today. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com. RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH25 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
Would you step outside for a moment? Why? Because you irritate me.
Take your tax refund the extra mile with a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle at Rath Auto Resources. We've been working around the clock to beef up our inventory, and we're proud to say this is our best, largest selection of road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles ever. With so many to choose from, price to sell, and back-to-back comprehensive warranty, there's no reason to settle for less. Come see why your friends and neighbors voted us the River Valley's #1 pre-owned car dealer, and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Wyatt McIntyre sincerely asks for your vote to be Sebastian County Sheriff. Wyatt is Christian, Republican, and pro-Second Amendment. Wyatt believes in faith, family, and communication to keep people safe. 24 years of law enforcement experience, multiple leadership positions at the Sheriff's Office, currently Police Chief of Mansfield, Arkansas, has lived in Sebastian County over half his life. Early voting begins February 17th until Election Day on March 3rd.
This is Wyatt McIntyre, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Wyatt McIntyre.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023, Anheuser-Busch, Bush Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Wave Rural Connect has some exciting news. Our service is now available in a brand new zone covering parts of Midland and Montreal. If you're along Highway 45, 252 or 253, or on Douglas Road or Slaytonville Road, you can get fast, reliable fiber internet today. Don't miss out. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. Wave Rural Connect. Internet that works when you need it most.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
My name is Ken Blevins, and I'm running for Sebastian County Judge in the March 3rd Republican primary. I want to return common sense, integrity, and leadership to our county. Sebastian County needs a county judge that it can trust. It needs public officials that are elected by the people, accountable to the people, and able to win fair elections. Let's stop the good old boy system and backroom deals. It's that simple. Thanks for your confidence in me.
This ad paid for by the campaign to elect Ken Blevins.
Flu vaccines, both regular and high dose for seniors, are now available at Law's Drug Store in Fort Smith. Call 452-6116 to schedule your shot appointment. Usually there is no cost when covered by your insurance. Law's Drug has COVID vaccines, RSV vaccines for ages 60 plus. Pneumonia and tetanus shots are also available. Law's Drug Store, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drug Store, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family. Up to $11,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $11,000 off. Or take 5.9% financing for up to 84 months. Lease the all-new 2026 GMC Canyon for as low as $399 a month with approved credit. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Come on, Pig.
Gage Wood, no hits him. Allen has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
Go Hog.
It's gonna be fun. You know, that's my boy right there. So it's always fun to play against your boys and your old teammates on the court. But I mean, we both competitors, so we know what it is when we step on the court. I mean, I know he's gonna come ready to play, and I feel like we're gonna come ready to play as well. So we're excited.
The Razorbacks have been in 2 of the top 10 highest-rated games this season. You heard DJ Wagner there talking about Boogie Flan. Tommy, I would think it was Arkansas and Duke, which holds the #1 title, Arkansas and Kentucky. I would think this has a chance to be one of the highest-rated regular season games of the year, being best player versus best team in the league.
And I heard Cal talking the other night about most watched college basketball teams according to the ratings, and Arkansas was 4th on that list. So I would, like you, figured that this will be a highly watched game. Boogie Flan, Arkansas, players he played with, that's kind of the game within the game. We'll see if that adds to any of the drama, but I know for Arkansas fans, you probably pay a little more attention to that. For Florida fans, I don't know how big an angle that is for them.
I think what you hope if you're an Arkansas fan is that Boogie's pressing tomorrow night and that he's trying to take shots he shouldn't. He's still not a great three-point shooter. He's got a mid-range game. He can play around the rim. He's not Darius level, but you hope that he's taking a lot of shots tonight to feel like that he has to do it individually, because if they play as a team tomorrow night, Arkansas is going to have a tough chance to win. But that's one of the things you hope for if you're a Hog fan.
And I'm sure for Florida, they've put a little pride into the fact that we're not letting this A-Cuff kid come in here and go off for 30 or 35 points on us. I'm sure Alabama is a little bit jilted after the way he scored 49 on them. Florida's not going to. I'm sure there's been conversation about we're not letting this guy do that to us.
Yeah, and especially with the front court that they have.
You got to take a little pride in what you do, and I'm sure Florida's going to take a little pride. And if they could limit him to under 20 points, that'd be a moment you'd have some pride.
I think you've been inside Todd Golden's locker room, haven't you?
He does call for my thoughts on his game plan.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, keeping the Hog Update going. Tommy, projected rain on Sunday. I'm guessing that they're going to either Saturday a doubleheader or move up the game. I'm just guessing on that based on.
Well, on Sundays they generally already. It's tough to start before noon on a Sunday to get your stadium staff there, to get everyone there. I mean, it's rare you try to start that early a home game on a Sunday. Just so many people with church and Sunday morning routines.
Yeah.
But could there be a possible change? Yes. Now, when we have basketball and baseball and they are butting up against each other, it's difficult for us to do both. So if there's a later game in the evening, we'll air basketball on our stations, but we'd like to be able to do both tomorrow. So hopefully the schedule doesn't change.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case. Dave Van Horn got asked earlier this week, hey, starting rotation the same?
Do you think the flu could possibly cause for a different starting rotation this weekend?
No.
Got the notes yesterday. Gackle, Dietz, and then Colin Fisher. So, yeah, it's the same starting rotation for the Hogs this weekend.
That's good news right there. So, got to throw strikes. And that was the problem a couple days ago. You couldn't throw any strikes.
Yep, and also weren't getting those hits, which I know Dave's been frustrated
We
with.
left 9. Out hit him 7-1, walked 6 times, I think. Only struck out 7. It's a good place to be. But, we never got the big hit. We hit into a double play. Should have scored at least 2 in the first. Only get 1. So they actually got a little momentum. Hit into another double play in like the 7th when we needed to put another run up there, or 8th, whatever that was. And, yeah, it's we got to flip it.
Again, UT Arlington, as of now, 3-2-1. 3 o'clock today, 2 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock on Friday.
All right, that's your hog update this morning. It is brought to you by LureNet.com. If you're going to get out and do some crappie fishing this weekend, start at LureNet.com. Bobby Garland, baby shad, and the monkey milk is what I'd take along for a great fishing trip. Do that at LureNet.com or go by Bass Pro Shops, Walmart, your favorite local tackle stores everywhere, LureNet.com. The Morning Rush, halftime, Ruskin and Zach all live today at the Champions for Children's Give-a-thon at Arkansas Children's Northwest. We're in the Power Hour. Cox Media, Cox is going to double your donation this hour. 455-KIDS is the number, 479-455-KIDS. If you give $10, they'll make it $20. If you give $100, they'll double it to $2. There's no limit. Let's raise some money this hour for Arkansas Children's Northwest.
You were talking about fishing. Wouldn't be surprised if our friend Larry Rath was fishing right now. So we're going to bring in David again. David,
he's playing hooky today.
David,
huh?
you're going to have to pull double duty this week, man.
You know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. It's nice enough weather. I hope he's getting out there and doing something fun.
Well, man, hey, you mentioned good weather outside today. I know you guys have 2 days left, and then the end of the month. I know that's your dad's favorite time at Rath Auto Resources and Rath Mitsubishi.
Man, both my sales teams, both at the Fort Smith store and up here in Springdale, they're both just killing it, and I'm really hoping they get a big push here for a big finish on their month. I mean, we're looking at setting record February kind of numbers. We're real excited about that. Great inventory coming out. We talk about that a lot, but that road ready certified reconditioning process, we're getting a whole bunch of fresh stuff coming out for both stores right now. So if you've been kind of looking, maybe you drove by, didn't see what you're hunting for, there's probably some fresh stuff out there today. 0% for 72 on new Outlanders still going. And we got some great service specials too. Kind of just hitting it from all angles here. We're doing some cool things at that Meineke Car Care there in Fort Smith. $49.95 full synthetic oil changes, $100 off brakes, bunch of great stuff there too. Buy 3 get 1 free on tires. Whatever you're trying to do, we got you covered.
Yeah, both locations, both sides of the tunnel. Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith and Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. David, get back to work, brother.
Appreciate you, man. You guys have a good one.
All right, David Rath, Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith and in Springdale. Fast Break Friday, always brought to you by QC Kinetics. 479-999-1234 is their number. They'll help you make the pain go away. If you've got pain in your joints, whether it's your knee, back, hip, or shoulders, QC Kinetics can use regenerative medicine using real treatments backed by science to relieve that pain with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. QC Kinetics, 999-1234.
On the Morning Rush, brought to you by QC Kinetics. Get real lasting relief from chronic joint pain.
Ahead to Billy Richmond for a one-hand slam.
All right, you're all set with a coat and scarf. Bundling up?
Yeah, it's freezing out there.
Want to bundle up some wins?
Wins?
It's the $5 bundle from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. It's Powerball with Power Play, Lotto, and a free natural state jackpot ticket, all for just $5.
Wait. 3 chances for 3 jackpots for $5? Bundle me up.
Ask for the $5 bundle today. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for. Only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com. RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH25 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
6 to go. Tie game. Jump stop. Fargo.
This is the Morning Rush
Join ESPN Arkansas for the Champions for Children's Give-a-thon, presented by Lindbergh Real Estate Group, Colorworks Paint and Body, and River City Coatings, all month long, with a huge live push on Friday, February 27th. Last year, ESPN Arkansas listeners helped raise over $20,000 for Arkansas Children's Northwest. Every dollar stays local and helps kids and families right here in our community. Go to hitthatline.com, click the Give-a-thon link, and pick your favorite show and give. Let's rally and change lives together.
Take your tax refund the extra mile with a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle at Rath Auto Resources. We've been working around the clock to beef up our inventory, and we're proud to say this is our best, largest selection of road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles ever. With so many to choose from, price to sell, and backed by a comprehensive warranty, there's no reason to settle for less. Come see why your friends and neighbors voted us the River Valley's #1 pre-owned car dealer, and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Taco Bell's new Lutz Value Menu has 10 extravagant indulgences, all $3 or less. As their official Lutziers, I get a lot of questions about it from people who let the Lutz go to their heads. Like the ones who get the new mini taco salad in its crispy tortilla shell bowl and want to know if they should be eating it with a mini taco salad fork. Which, no. Just use the fork that comes in the bag. Don't let the Lutz go to your head. Try Taco Bell's new $3 or less Lutz Value Menu today. At participating Taco Bell stores while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Tax extra.
Hey, Ty Richardson for A Cut Above Lawn and Landscaping. Does your yard need to be serviced in the fall and winter months? Of course. A Cut Above is with you every step of the way. Whether it's commercial or residential, A Cut Above can handle all your needs. Tree service, stump grinding, brush hog, full landscaping. Plus, A Cut Above can take care of all your leaf removal. Call or text today at 479-719-5605. That's A Cut Above, 719-5605. When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith and the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, johnnystransmissionfs.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
Want pavement protection that goes the distance? Seal-Tite of Oklahoma now offers Rhino-Tite Premium Asphalt Emulsified Sealant, the next level in driveway and parking lot care. Healthier for the environment, Rhino-Tite delivers superior defense against weather, UV rays, and wear and tear. With its high solids content, you'll get a smoother, stronger, longer-lasting driving surface. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a contractor buying in bulk, Seal-Tite has the products and support you need. Visit SealTiteOklahoma.com today and protect your pavement with Rhino-Tite.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Save up to $4,000 on select Buick Enclaves at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off and 4.9% financing for up to 84 months on this luxurious third-row SUV. Or drive the brand-new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover for as low as $399 per month. These are limited-time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Kristen's Place in Lowell online at CarpathSocial.com.
Is this a free shot for the Razorbacks tomorrow night in Gainesville? You're not quite a double-digit underdog. You're a couple of games back with 3 to go in the SEC standings. You secured a spot in the NCAA tournament. Probably, if you don't just completely fall apart, you'll be in the top 4 of the SEC tournament. Ty, is this a free shot taking on the league's best tomorrow night at the O-Dome?
Yeah, I mean, the line makes it seem like that Arkansas doesn't have as much of a chance to win like some believe. So, yeah, you got a chance to win in a place that you don't win often, and hopefully they prove me and everyone else wrong that doubts them tomorrow night.
All right, so I think it's a free shot as well. I mean, you can't go in there and get beat by 30. You can't get run out of the gym. But if Arkansas loses by 5 to 15 points, even if they don't cover, there's no shame in going into Florida's place and losing by 12. Just go play good. I think Florida's going to take some pride in shutting down Acuff. I think he'll take some pride in scoring 25 or 30 on a team as good as Florida. But I think in a lot of ways, this is a free shot tomorrow night against one of the nation's best and certainly the league's best.
What do you think, Colton?
I guess I'm kind of with you guys. I don't like the narrative that the game is already lost before the ball has even been tipped, and I know how good Florida.
Tommy doesn't share that narrative.
I don't share that at all.
I share that narrative, and I hope
know,
I'm wrong.
Ty's got a loser's mentality.
He sure does this morning, because here's the thing. Boogie and Xavier Lee and all those guys up there, they cannot guard Darius and Malik. Now, when they get into the lane, those forwards for Florida are there, it's going to be a tough task. We know it's a very tall order for the Razorbacks this weekend. But if they go in there and they shoot at a really high clip, don't give them the opportunity to grab a lot of rebounds, this is not a game where they're going to be, down by 15 points with 5 minutes to go. They're going to be in this thing. And I don't think that Florida is as strong as we like to think that they are whenever they're playing really good teams. They've been close. They've not blown a bunch of people out that were just as talented as they are. So I think it's going to be a good game, but I do think that maybe it is kind of a free shot because, like Tommy said, I think that the SEC and where it's kind of, played out now, it's basically Florida's conference to lose at this point, and it would take some help from them losing afterwards too. So it is in that way a free shot, but I don't like the idea that the game is already lost and we'll just get back to Arkansas and hope we can get healthy for the tournament. No, go in there and try and win.
All right. That's your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question, brought to you by the #1 indoor golf facility in all of Arkansas. That is Cart Pass Social. You can play one over 1,000 different golf courses and check out what Christian Olson and Nate Garhan have for you. Again, over 1,000 different golf courses that you can choose from at Cart Pass Social. 122 Grant Place in Lowell. That's cartpasssocial.com.
Let's go to the phone line, the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. And we're going to talk to Brian King here in just a second. I want to remind you, before we talk to Brian, we are at the Champions for Children Give-A-Thon here at Arkansas Children's Northwest. We have 16 minutes left in the power hour. So if you've thought about giving, now's the hour to do it, because whatever your heart says, hey, I'm going to give $50, Cox is going to make that $100 this hour. They are doubling it up. And I tell you what we'll do. I hadn't told anybody this. Maybe we can get word inside. Could you tell them we're going to give away a pair of baseball tickets? So the next person that calls 455-KIDS, 479-455-5437, we're going to double that up. If you'll give $100, Cox will double it up, and we'll throw in a pair of baseball tickets for today's game against UT Arlington. But you got to be the first one to call in there and say, I want the tickets, and I'll give $100. All right? And then we'll send you the tickets. So we got Brian. All right, let's talk to Brian King. He joins us now here on our Friday edition, brought to you by QC Kinetics of the Morning Rush. Brian, I know over in Green Forest, I was watching one of their games online this past fall, and you're part of that broadcast team that brings Green Forest football and basketball and do PA. You're entrenched in the community there.
Yeah, I have been. Me and my brother for years did the radio PA or radio announcing for the football Tigers, and I did the home PA at the basketball games. One of the most rewarding things I've ever done, because you announce these kids in 7th, 8th grade, you watch them, their families, go all the way through graduating. But, there is one downside to it. I'm afraid that I'm going to have repercussions, and that's eating all the concession stand food for literally decades. A lot of times that concession stand food, it'd be like, after decades of doing it, you walk up there and they'd be like, Brian, do you want your arteries clogged now, or do you want that to go? So,
yeah. Well, you're running for state senate, and I know the early voting has already started. The primary is next Tuesday on March 3rd, and tell us why people should vote for Brian King.
Yeah, I've been connected with the community. I've represented them. I've been, I've done what I've said I was going to do. We've talked about it before, and I think the big issue is the legislature is getting more involved in high school sports and, sports in general. And I think that we're going to have to look at like other states that are, the private school versus public school playoffs. I'm for, separating them and then have an overall state championship game after that. I think that's where we're headed. And I think that discussion has to be started because, we'll convene in January of this next year to make the laws for basically the next 2.5 years.
Where can people find you online here if they want to read more ahead of the election and election day next week?
Yeah, you can find me, Brian King, on State Senator Brian King Facebook page, and get on the web. You'll be able to easily find me and track what I'm doing and where I'm going and what I'm about.
All right, Brian King for State Senate. Brian, thank you, and good luck next week.
All right, thanks, Tommy. Take care.
All right, this ad paid for by Brian King for State Senate. Do what?
Have you seen the point of the rundown that Colton was not with us yesterday? But did you hear what is going on at Gentry? They're teaching a reffing class.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear that?
It's my line.
They should. We need more young referees out there.
Right.
All these young bucks that can run up and down the floor. Let's get them going.
Did you?
Then he become speak.
When did you know that you were going to be a referee? You probably could.
I can get you in class.
When did I know? I might be interested, and we'll make sure they're teaching them the right things. When did I know? I was always as a kid, I was mesmerized with two things when I went to games with my dad: the referees and the announcers.
Okay.
As a kid, when I went to church, they had a television. The church was live on TV. I was mesmerized with the cameras and the microphones, and that's one. We gave away some tickets. Okay. So just give me hey. Just give me name and the number. We'll transfer them. So they give $100. Yes. All right, Brandon. Good job. Brandon gave the $100. He gets the tickets.
Good job, Brandon.
Good job, Brandon. That 100 became 2 here in the power hour. So we're going to do that again in the next hour. Maybe do it twice in the next hour. So these are good seats too, by the way. But when did I know? As a kid. Now I didn't officiate my first game till 25. I was 25 years old. So but always had an interest in that.
Who were the teams?
I started
Tommy? What was the
broadcasting.
game?
It was at County Line High School, and it was County Line versus Kimmons Junior High. It was an 8th grade girls game. That was my very first time to officiate a basketball
Here's what
game.
I don't understand.
Football. It was at Greenwood High School.
I don't understand. There's certain things from a business standpoint, like numbers and details that you remember, and then like something obscure like that. But when I ask you something from 20 years ago from a Razorback game or player, you oftentimes like, I don't know. I don't understand. You have like selective, incredible memory. You have really good memory in one area, and then you struggle with others. I don't understand it.
Well, I don't know who had the third turnover in the Arkansas-Texas game.
I'm just amazed that like
ago.
you can spout off that like it's nothing, and then other times where I'm not alive, for example, on certain things, and I'm like, okay, he'll know this, and then you look at
well,
me
you're
like
brain dead on most things, so
I'm not with stuff that I've seen and stuff that I've read about, but it's just I like that you snap to with something like that. I guess you just care more about refereeing and business than you do the Razorbacks.
Could you do a full semester?
Very
of
possible.
classes on
Very
refereeing?
possible. Oh, absolutely. Particularly if you taught multiple sports, which you should in a
What's
setting
the most
like this.
fun to ref? Is it opening baseball, or football, basketball?
I feel like basketball is the hardest to referee.
It is, because you're trying to make correct judgments while you're running up and down the floor. And what you don't actually realize is your eyes are bouncing. And that doesn't always, you think, well, that ain't true. Well, all right, take a book and go jog out in front of your house, try to read that book. Do you see how easy that is? So, no, basketball is the most difficult.
Do it.
Basketball is the most difficult. Football is the most fun.
Okay. Nate Benville saying, I'm gathering in order to be a radio guy, you've got to be an ex-college or pro athlete now. Well, you're listening to two people right now that are
not at all, Nate. Not at all.
Neither of those, Nate. You just have to be a what would we characterize? I've got this thing down. We should do
an interested party.
Yeah, and
willing to work for free food.
I was going to say people that are willing to put you on air in certain situations. I've got a radio combine that we can do coming up.
Radio combine. All right.
That's the
we're going to measure our 40 time. How fast we can say 40 words.
It's going to be. Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be radio related. Not.
We could get a little. There's a little area here we could do a quick foot race.
I don't think that we would succeed that much in the bench press, 40-yard dash, vertical jump, broad jump,
Speak for
three-cone
yourself.
hill, 20-yard
Speak
shuttle.
for yourself.
I think collectively the morning rush is more athletic than any show
Thank you, Ty.
on these
That's right.
airwaves.
You're absolutely right. And whether it
Because
be athletic,
you've got one sub-30 in Colton. I'm 31. You at least do some sort of exercise with the refereeing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking off the top of my head. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we have the most athletic team of any radio show
I think
on
that
our station.
we're discounting that Matt Jones as an athlete counts for I think 2 or 3 of us. So
Yeah.
Matt's shoulders, Matt would tell you
Phil
his
jogs
shoulders,
every
Matt.
day. Phil goes on a run. I don't know.
No, Phil's got the nice kangaroo. Phil
definitely got the afternoon guy.
Phil, at one point, Phil was looking slim and thin and stout, and then he's got the kangaroo patch back. Pouch
Wow.
back. And I know he's listening.
I know
right
he's
now.
yeah.
He's going to be chirping. when he
Wow.
gets here.
So
A guy from Harrison said Matt will destroy you.
yes.
Well, yeah.
Scott wants to know, does he? I can't read that. You don't have the text line
Nope.
up.
So-
Oh,
Thank you,
man, I
Scott.
can't do that at the Children's Hospital. Jeez.
All
Scott,
right.
no, shame on you, Scott. Shame on you.
Have to wait, neither should you at Valley Urgent Dental. They're there for you on the weekends, whether it's a broken tooth, a painful infection, or a crown that has come loose. Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry are always ready to help, so don't wait till Monday. Call 479-235-5655, and Valley Urgent Dental will be there for you when your dentist is closed on the weekends. Valley Urgent Dental, 5505 Upper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Valley Urgent Dental, emergency dental care when you need it the most. I tell you what, somebody else give $100 right now at the close of the power hour. I got another pair of tickets right behind the third base dugout for today's game. All right, you give 100, Cox will match it. That's $200, and we're going to throw in another pair of tickets. Brandon got the pair earlier. We'll do another set right now. All right, 455 kids is the number. 479-455-5437.
That's the coat and scarf. Bundling up?
Yeah, it's freezing out there.
Want to bundle up some wins?
Wins?
It's the $5 bundle from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. It's Powerball with Power Play, Lotto, and a free natural state jackpot ticket, all for just $5.
Wait. 3 chances for 3 jackpots for $5? Bundle me up.
Ask for the $5 bundle today. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Few things in life are more important than showing up. Whether you show up for your family, friends, or teammates, it doesn't hurt to bring a plate of their favorite beef dish. Together, we bring more. Find your next crowd pleaser at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council, courtesy of Beef. Itswhatsfordinner.com. Tom Murphy is brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
This is Bruce Stanton, Vice President and General Manager of Pradco Fishing in Fort Smith. If you're going to do some cold water bass fishing, you need to be using the Umbrella Flash Mob Jr. It's the best lure for duplicating a small school of shad and can be worked from the top of the water column to the bottom. Whether you're trying to win a bass tournament or whoop up on a bunch of white bass and stripers, the Umbrella Flash Mob Jr. will catch them. Available at Walmart, Bass Pro Shops, Academy, LureNet.com, and tackle stores all over the place. The Umbrella Flash Mob Jr.
This is the Morning Rush.
Up to $11,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $11,000 off. Or take 5.9% financing for up to 84 months. Lease the all-new 2026 GMC Canyon for as low as $399 a month with approved credit. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Basketballs bounce, cheerleaders cheer, and fans are flocking to the paint store in Van Buren. The paint store in Van Buren is known for their color matching. The paint store in Van Buren is known for their help with color selection. The paint store in Van Buren shares their expert advice from 35 years of experience. If you haven't been to the paint store in Van Buren, you are missing out. How about you give them a shout next time you need some real-life help you can't get on YouTube?
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
The Great American Conference Basketball Championships are coming to Fort Smith, Arkansas, March 5th through the 8th at Fort Smith Northside High School. See the best men's and women's teams in the GAC battle it out for an automatic bid into the NCAA Division II tournament. Get your tickets and more information for the Great American Conference Tournament at greatamericanconference.com. It's the GAC Basketball Championships, March 5th through the 8th in Fort Smith.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyers. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out at sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Take your tax refund the extra mile with a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle at Rath Auto Resources. We've been working around the clock to beef up our inventory, and we're proud to say this is our best, largest selection of road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles ever. With so many to choose from, price to sell, and back-to-back comprehensive warranty, there's no reason to settle for less. Come see why your friends and neighbors voted us the River Valley's #1 pre-owned car dealer, and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, lots of sunshine. Our high temperatures this afternoon will be right around the low to mid 70s, mainly clear to partly cloudy tonight. And overnight low will drop down into the upper 40s. Sunshine on Saturday, a high into the upper 70s, and then showers possible on Sunday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by In Good Spirits, Fort Smith's premier source for wine, specialty beers, and liquor, located at 12100 Highway 71 South in Fort Smith.
KERX Paris Fort Smith, broadcasting live from the Bush Light Studios. This is the Morning Rush.
This hour of the Morning Rush is powered by Bush Light. Bush Light, the coldest and smoothest light lager there is.
She was one of us. We loved her. We worked with her. And now some things happened to her. It makes us feel guilty. It makes us feel angry. It scares the hell out of us. But we take care of her, and then we go on with our jobs. You set the tone, Mark. You get the unit through this.
Dr. Kurtz, Dean was wondering if you could trail with us today. Good God in heaven, Ruby, there are just so very many ways for me to say this to you. Never, not in a million years, absolutely not. No way, Jose, no chance, Lance, yet, negatory, nah, and of course my own personal favorite of all time, man falling off of a cliff. No!
So this person isn't an inconvenience. They are not a box on a list to be checked off. You are a part of their life now. Your words, your face. So take that seriously and recognize the importance of your role.
Usually worst in the morning, especially if I've slept on my arm. If I sleep on my back or with my arms out, I'm usually okay.
So your arm only hurts after you lie on top of it all night.
Yeah.
Well, if you thought about, I don't know, not doing that,
Live from the Bush Light Studios. Produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is The Morning Rush.
All right, it is hour number 2 of the Morning Rush as we are live at Arkansas Children's Northwest promoting the Give-a-thon. We got some gifts too, Tommy.
Yeah.
What we got? We got a
Cox Mobile brought us over. This is one of them deals that you can make the round balls of ice for your cocktails.
Oh, yeah,
So
they
it's
know
a
us
mold.
well.
So you just pour the water in there, and it puts their logo on it.
Old-fashioned? Ice mold.
And then it's an ice mold. Yeah, I didn't know the proper term for that, but yeah, that'll work. I'm getting ready to leave on a business trip in the morning, and this is one of those handy dandy chargers that kind of will charge everything for you.
Mm-hmm.
And little collapsible magnet wireless chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So charge your phone, your watch, all that stuff. So perfect. I don't know that the ice mold will help me on my trip. I am going to Washington, D.C., so probably need to drink a lot with those people up there. So,
What is on the itinerary?
Lobbying. I'm actually going to the White House tomorrow. Be at the White House tomorrow. Be at the Capitol on Monday. I've never been to Washington, D.C., so I'm kind of fired up.
That was the first time I had Five Guys. Was out in Washington,
D.C.?
Yep, that my dad took me, of all things.
Yeah, well,
that's what I remember.
I remember when I could afford to eat at Five Guys. Now I can't afford to eat at Five Guys anymore. It's I can't afford Two Guys, much less Five Guys burgers. So like $25 to eat a burger and fries in there. Hey, we're brought to you by QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. Medical professionals use the latest regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics, backed by real science, treatments that take the tiny, powerful healing tools inside your body. And that's what they did for me. My shoulder was the problem. They took blood, spun it up. They did a few other procedures, all in office, never went to the hospital, never had any surgery, no drugs, no downtime. And over the course of a few months, my shoulder felt so much better. 479-999-1234. If you hurt and the pain won't go away, QC Kinetics can help you. 479-999-1234 for QC Kinetics.
Stanley in Springdale texting in here on the Loose Automotive Group hotline saying we need the DJ Wagner that showed out in Rupp last season to be in Gainesville tomorrow. Ewan should be a starter as well. So now, Cal told that story of Nick Pringle coming to him. It's like, hey, I'm not telling you what to do, but if you want to start or Malik Ewan in the second half, you go ahead. He's playing really well. I wonder if we could be in a situation where we do see that change tomorrow at the center.
Got to put the best players on the floor. And do you think Pringle's better? Or do you think Ewan's better? You're going to have to have them.
Yeah,
the answer is you got to have them both.
Mm-hmm.
But you should put the best player on the floor. Is Ewan the best player right now?
Yeah. I think I just want to keep in mind from a foul standpoint, Florida's got 4 guys that are not 7 feet, but close to 7 feet, and you've got two, 3 with TB, but he's more of a 4. So I know that's going to play a role tomorrow night, especially how the game's called. We were joking earlier about you officiating. That's a key part of this game. It's like, do they let this is the biggest game of the weekend in the SEC. It's not the biggest game of the college basketball. You've got a couple big ones. Like Iowa State and Texas Tech, Arizona's playing Houston maybe, I don't remember, but there's another big one. But it's like that's a big part of it. It's like, how are they going to call this game tomorrow in Gainesville?
Well, I mean, if you've watched SEC basketball, it's been a physical league all year. Maybe not old school Big East, but they're not going to penalize legal defenders on drives to the hole. So, I mean, whether it's Boogie Flan driving to the rim or whether it's Acuff going to the rim, if there's contact, there's probably not going to be a foul. So the idea of getting those bigs in foul trouble by you driving to the hole, they're going to have to make a technical mistake on their defensive positioning in order for that to happen.
Yeah, and that's
so I just don't think they're not going to bail out an offensive player that goes flying in there 90 miles an hour and runs into somebody.
Arkansas scored 52 points in the paint. I feel like there's multiple times this season that I can say they've scored 50 plus. It's like, if you're struggling from 3 tomorrow night, I just don't know how you're going to score against these guys because you can't really throw in the post. I know Malik Ewan can do that at times, but it's not consistent. It's going to be a lot of mid-range. I'll tell you what, there's been somewhat of a resurgence in college basketball in the mid-range game, and Darius has honestly been as big a part of that as anyone. How many pull-up jumpers has he hit in a guy's face or just stepping near the elbow or whatnot? The Arkansas, we talk about getting all the way to the rim and finishing your layups and stuff like that. You're going to have to make a lot of floaters and kind of mid-range shots tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, ball's got to go in the hole. I mean, I don't think Arkansas is going to be able to go in there and win this game 67-65. This is going to have to be a game where you get into the 80s probably to have a chance to win. This idea that Arkansas is somehow going to put on a defensive performance for the ages and Florida only scores 71 points doesn't seem right to me either. So Arkansas is going to have to put the ball in the hole, probably going to have to be in reach of 90 points in regulation to have a chance to win this game.
I want to go back to the Tyson thing that we discussed a little bit earlier. The Curry Hicks Sage, who's had some good intel, not Arkansas necessarily, but just in college sports in general, put this out from a source. The University of Arkansas is imminently set to strike a major sponsorship with Tyson Chicken. As part of this deal, the poultry company's logo is expected to appear on Razorback jerseys for years to come. We see it in the coach's interview. We see it in the backdrop. We see it on the court. We see it on the field. I guess this is just more money that Tyson is donating to the University of Arkansas.
Couple questions, I have. Is this for football?
Or potential, I should say. This is not authenticated, but source-wise.
Yeah, the university hasn't recognized. Is this football? Is this basketball? Is it all sports? Is it going to be in baseball? I've got questions here. And then what was the deal worth? Is this a $5 million a year deal, $15 million a year? I'll be interested to hear the finances because you've got that source of income. You also have the naming rights to the stadium that are still hanging out there.
Let me ask you something. Will it take like a really good football season for someone to be like, yeah, I want to put my name on that? Because part of the reason and his friendship with John Calipari is evident, but I would guess part of the reason, like, Arkansas basketball is a brand you want to be associated with. Arkansas baseball is a brand you want to be associated with. Arkansas football for the last decade plus has not necessarily been a brand you want to associate yourself with. And I said that as a big Arkansas football fan.
Few opportunities come around in a corporate environment for you to put your name on a building. But it's a long-term commitment. It's not just $5 million this year or $7 million this year. It's committing $40 or $50 million over a decade. And it's hard for businesses right now to forecast out that far and make that kind of commitment. That's generally, you don't see names on stadiums change very often. And so, these are big commitments. All right, we're going to talk to Kayla coming up here in just a minute. She's part of what's going on here today at Arkansas Children's Northwest. She's with Bauman and Crossnow Warranty, and we're going to talk to her. She's the warranty controller there. We're going to talk to Kayla here in just a few minutes. We're brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions, 479-769-1505. If you've been in an automobile accident, if you need help with family law, divorce matters, custody issues, those type of things, Jackie's got the experience to walk you through it. And if you've been, like I said, in a car wreck, slip and fall case, she's got over 30 years of experience when it comes to slip and fall cases, car wrecks, and dealing with the insurance companies, getting you your wreck check or your insurance check. Jackie's licensed in Oklahoma and in Arkansas. Her main office is in Fort Smith. She also has an office in Sallisaw right across from the courthouse. You can call her at 479-769-1505. That's 769-1505, or go to mocklegalsolutions.com.
All right, Kayla, I understand you've had a son that's been here, and that has gone through surgery and treatment, and you had a pleasant experience, it sounds like.
Yes, I sure did. I have a 9-year-old son who ended up breaking his elbow and ended up having to have surgery and have it reset. And so we went through the process, and, I am a solo parent, so the nurses were an amazing staff to make sure that they were constantly in communication with me and let me walk back. And they just took the best care of your child. And once you see them going under anesthesia, it's kind of a scary experience.
I think it's so anytime that anyone goes through surgery, it's bad. But when you're a youngster going through that, it's just like you've got a million things in your head. Obviously, your parents are telling you to do one thing, so you need that kind of reassurance from whoever's helping you through that, and that's not the easiest thing to do all the time.
No, for sure. And the nurses did their very best to make sure that he was comfortable. I mean, one of them even pulled out her phone and turned on Scooby-Doo as they're pushing him back to the OR, and it just made him feel so much more comfortable.
The old one, right? We're not talking, or are we talking about
the
new
old
one?
one?
Okay, good,
for
good.
sure, the old
Casey Kasem doing the voice.
Does he have a favorite character on Scooby-Doo?
I mean, Shaggy.
I feel like Shaggy's everyone's favorite. He's my favorite growing up.
Exactly. He's a big goofball.
Always, we lose perspective in life a lot of times, but when you think you're having a bad day or life's not fair or something, we'd probably all be better human beings. We just come up here and walk these hallways a little bit and see what some people and families are going through. Broken elbows are a bad deal, but that's just the tip of the iceberg of the real tragedies
Correct.
that happen and that are dealt with. And the diagnosis that are dealt with on a daily basis here at Arkansas Children's Northwest.
Yes, thankfully it was a broken bone and it wasn't something that involved long-term care. But the staff here is fantastic. So if you are having to have to go through that, they definitely
One
are.
of the things you notice, they've done a really good job. Like you've got the backdrop here. We're kind of in the garden area around there, which is just people walking outside and whatnot. It's like bright. You know how you walk into some hospitals and it's like gloomy, and you look around, and you're just like, man, I don't know how people like have any joy whatsoever. Well, they kind of made a point to be the opposite of that.
For sure. No, it is very bright, airy, welcoming. Everybody greets you as you walk through. So it definitely is a different hospital experience.
So what led you to get involved with the Give-a-thon today, the Champions for Children? Obviously, this is near and dear, but it wasn't just about the care your child received and the comfort and support you've got. What went that extra step for you to say, I'm going to get involved with their auxiliary and their fundraising efforts?
Well, something that really drew me to Bauman and Krosno is their give back efforts throughout the community. And this is something that's near and dear to their hearts as well. So getting involved with them, but also it's about giving back to the kids. It's about getting these services out to more families. So that is kind of the driving force there.
I was in kind of the headquarters here around the corner where the phone bank, where everything's happening. They've got one of the wagons that you'll see commonly around here, the red wagons, but they got it filled with different items, and they've got kind of price tags on what a $50 donation would help cover, what a $100 donation would cover. It kind of puts the visual and brings into context what a difference $50 or $75 or $100 can make for Arkansas Children's Northwest.
For sure. It doesn't have to be $1,000. It could be $50. It could be whatever you had. But those little donations do go a long way.
So I just look at it this way. If I give $50 or $100, maybe it brings me good karma that I won't ever need this place for my kids or someday my grandkids or whatever. Because as wonderful as it is to have in our community, what you hope is you never need Arkansas Children's.
For sure. You hope that you never need the services, but they're there if you need them, right?
That's comforting to know. All right, 479-455 kids is the number. 479-455 kids, or you can go to archildrens.org/giveathon. You can go to our website, hitthatline.com, and click on the Giveathon link and click on the Morning Rush. We're having a little friendly donation or a friendly competition on the donations today. With our stations, we'd love to have you get involved. It really doesn't matter who gets the credit or how, this and that. We just want you to maybe find it in your heart to give today. 479-455 kids, archildrens.org/giveathon to do that. And it's going to be an all-day event here today, trying to raise $150,000. And Philip told us earlier we're inside $100,000 left on the goal. We've already had a great start today.
Great start.
So let's see if we can get that number down. I think we needed 94,000 when we started the hour. So maybe we can get that down to like 85 this hour and then have a big afternoon. So, Kayla, thank you for joining us. I loved hearing your story and glad you're a part of what's going on here today.
Thank you so much.
All right, Kayla Leshner here. She works at Bauman and Cross. What's Bauman and Krosno do?
Construction company.
All right.
And the 5 p.m. power hour coming up at 5.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because I'd forgotten. So y'all are doing the power hour. So we just had an hour where we doubled everything. We're going to do that again at 5. And glad you guys are supporting that. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Kayla Lesher with Bauman and Krosno here in Northwest Arkansas at Arkansas Children's Northwest.
We had someone, Tommy, stop by yesterday. I don't know if you listened. We were at Crane Key at Benville that donated. Did not want anything. Ken Rogers donated a one of his kids drank one of the 6 colas back in the day, but it's now a 5-pack of the 6 colas.
I hope he drank it back in the day because I can't imagine what they would
he
taste
said,
like now.
I was cracking up when he told me this because he kind of sets it near Ruskin and Zach, and we're just chatting back and forth. It's like, one of my kids drank it but never fessed up to it. He's got 4 kids, which I thought was hilarious. But yeah, that was a donation. So someone's gonna that donates it. We've been giving away tickets a little bit. Someone's got an opportunity to get it, not a 6-pack, but a 5-pack from
there you go.
the 94 national champion. My dad had one of those, and I think it got tossed. Like, I remember it was up in our laundry room for a while. My dad's not even a Razorback fan. In fact, it might have been my mom's, to be honest. But I'm ashamed to say I don't know if he kept it in storage and whatnot, which is very disappointing. It was kind of funny. So the home of, you know where the home of Dr. Pepper is?
Plano, Texas.
Well, it's not Atlanta.
Yeah, it's not. Say that
it's
again,
not
Colton.
Atlanta.
It's in Plano, Texas.
Yeah, well, Waco. Wait, there, or maybe there's a Plano Waco, but you had like the.
Which is it?
I thought it was Waco because we explored it one time.
Who's telling this story?
I'm 99% sure it's Waco, but maybe they moved it to Plano. That being said, you had like the Baylor Dr. Pepper display on one side and then the 94 Hogs on the other. And now I don't know where that is because I would love to have that to this day, but it's gone. But yeah, someone has a chance to win a 5-pack later on Ruskin and Zach.
My grandfather, Ty, has a pack, has at least 2 or 3 of those saved that he bought after the championship, and I'm hoping to get those one day in some letter of inheritance.
In the will. Yeah, that's one of those things. Yeah, that's why I was so happy that Ken was kind enough to donate it this morning. Man, I love seeing old Razorback memorabilia from 94 Charlotte. I've got a hat that was from back in the day. I wasn't there, obviously, and I've got a shirt that I bought both, I think, through secondary sources. But any like old Razorback gear, especially in the Nolan days, is definitely worth keeping around.
All right, so that's some great stuff that hopefully will bring a pretty penny this afternoon. All right, we'll give away some more tickets with a donation. Let's do that. If you call now, talk to the wonderful people in the phone bank here today. 479-455-KIDS. 479-455-KIDS, and make a $50 donation. All right, we're gonna make it easy. $50 donation. We got 2 tickets for today's UT Arlington game, 3 o'clock, and we're going to put you in section 104. Let me make sure I got the right tickets here. Section 104, row H. This is right behind the first base dugout. So you're like 7 rows off the field. I mean, you're going to be right there, right behind Dave. These are our seats. These are Ty's personal seats we are giving away today. So these are good ones.
Big time.
Yeah. Section 104, row H. Be the first to call 455-KIDS and give $50 minimum. You can give more than that, and we'll send you these tickets for today's game.
Let's put it in this perspective and lens. Of our football, basketball, and baseball tickets that we give away, those seats
These are the
best
ones. These seats are better than Phil Elson's seat.
Mm-hmm.
Phil's got a pretty good seat, but Phil, these are better than. I'm telling you, you are like 7 rows off the dugout. So 455-KIDS, and we will hook you up with a pair of tickets for today's Arkansas UT Arlington game at 3 o'clock.
All right, when we come back, we've got our SEC update. Going to look at some big-time games this weekend. Alabama at Tennessee is a big one. Arkansas at Florida. We've got also our picks with Lane Whitman coming up. We're going to talk some ponies in a bit.
Yeah, we'll do all that. You know, being in a hospital make you think about your health and taking it seriously. And the folks at Vici Aesthetics and Wellness can help you do that. A customized weight loss and energy plan. That's what I like about it. They put together a perfect plan for me to help lose weight and also provide the peptide therapy I need, like Samorelin or glutathione or NAD+, to get the energy and the balance you need back in your life. And what stood out to me right away is how simple it all is. I started with a telemedicine visit, so I didn't even have to come in. Answered all the doctor's questions. They asked a lot of great questions, got me to thinking about some things, and then put together that plan and went into the office. They drew some blood. They found out a few other pieces of critical information I needed. For instance, my vitamin D was low. So they quickly got me on the vitamin D supplement that I bought at my pharmacy. It lost drug. Real easy stuff, and I feel so much better just weeks later. So if you need this kind of help, if your New Year's resolutions have already fallen through, turn to my friends at Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. That's VICI. Vici Aesthetics and Wellness.com is their website. Call them at 479-343-8424. And Vici will do a great job with you of setting all this up. And mention you heard it on the Morning Rush, and they will give you 10% off your total treatments with Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. 479-343-8424, 343-8424, or ViciAestheticsandWellness.com.
All right, we'll also get into the radio combine as well. Christian has suggested a 3-on-3 matchup, me, Colton, and Tommy versus Phil, Matt, and Big C.
I like our odds, boys.
What do you think, Phil? You're shaking your head over there. Yeah, he said Big C's missing a big toe. All right, we'll come back. Stay with us. We are live at Arkansas Children's Northwest here on a Fast Break Friday.
Streaming live from
HitThatLive.com.
The Nielsen ratings, the top 4 programs that are getting watched. Duke, Michigan State, North Carolina, and that little school in Arkansas.
You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Want consistent color for every job? Milo's Pro Rewards members get a 20% paint discount on future purchases after paint annual qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Plus, order eligible in-stock paint and paint supplies by 2 p.m. for free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Improving is easy at Lowe's. Excludes spray paint and mist tints. More exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Subject to change. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Same-day delivery valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. Details at Lowe's.com/same-day delivery.
I have a message to my good friends at Tyson Foods in Arkansas. Thank you very much.
This is The Morning Rush.
Save up to $4,000 on select Buick Enclaves at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off and 4.9% financing for up to 84 months on this luxurious third-row SUV. Or drive the brand-new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover, for as low as $399 per month. These are limited-time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith. We're online at harryrobinson.com.
Doe's Eat Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Doe's Eat Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
The Great American Conference Basketball Championships are coming to Fort Smith, Arkansas, March 5th through the 8th at Fort Smith Northside High School. See the best men's and women's teams in the GAC. Battle it out for an automatic bid into the NCAA Division II tournament. Get your tickets and more information for the Great American Conference Tournament at greatamericanconference.com. It's the GAC Basketball Championships, March 5th through the 8th in Fort Smith.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Arkansas Fuel Injection in Fort Smith has been providing quality work for all new and rebuilt diesel pumps and injectors for over 25 years. They are a certified diesel shop with a team of quality technicians that ensure the highest quality workmanship and warranties all their work. They're open Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and has emergency service available 24 hours a day. For all your diesel pump, fuel injection, and parts needs, stop by Arkansas Fuel Injection, 6300 South 29th Street, Fort Smith. Call them today at 1-800-817-7709. Arkansas Fuel Injection.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-in, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith.
All right, you're all set with a coat and scarf. Bundling up?
Yeah, it's freezing out there.
Want to bundle up some wins?
Wins?
It's the $5 bundle from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. It's Powerball with Power Play, Lotto, and a free natural state jackpot ticket, all for just $5.
Wait. 3 chances for 3 jackpots for $5? Bundle me up.
Ask for the $5 bundle today. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hotline, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight. We're about the tough there is.
Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
The Hawks have finally climbed the first SEC tournament championship for Arkansas.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
All right, so who do you want to win tomorrow between Alabama and Tennessee? Tennessee's right behind you. You got the win over them.
Well,
Bama's neck and neck with you.
I want Tennessee to win because if you want to have any outside, like 1% chance of winning the league, you need Alabama to fall out of what could potentially be a 3-way tie with Arkansas, Florida, and in Alabama. So if they lose to Tennessee, and Arkansas beats Florida, then Florida loses to Kentucky. You've got the head-to-head. I mean, that's the very narrow path. So right now I need Alabama to lose a game.
All right, so that's going to be the game leading up to Arkansas. You know what I noticed about tomorrow? The games aren't in 2-hour windows. They're in 2.5.
Smart.
Why do they not do this during the week? I know you appreciate that, Colton, back in our Bushlight Studios. I was going up and down. I was writing these down on a rundown.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, 12,
So think about this. Think about it.
Fine.
Why don't they do this during the week? All right. When do the game times start now on a Wednesday night?
6
Or a Tuesday night? Okay, so we're going to make it 5:30? No.
You're running into local news.
Nobody. Okay. Don't want to do that. All right, so when's the second game start?
8.
You will make it 8:30? You already complain, and I do too, about the 8 p.m. start. You want an 8:30 start now? Oh, and by the way, if it's an East Coast game like at Georgia or Florida, it's a
9:30.
9:30 start.
Yeah.
So I mean, you wonder why
we don't care about the East Coast. We're on Central. we're on Central time. We're on Central time.
Yeah. So that's to your question. That's why they don't do it, because nobody wants to sign up for an 8:30 or 9:30 local time Wednesday start.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Or a 5:30. Now, I think they should always have the early games on the East Coast anyway. But
I agree.
So if you're setting up the schedule, because that would be a 6:30 local start.
Okay.
5:30 on the network. You could do some of that.
All right, Missouri against Mississippi State, 12 o'clock on the SEC network. Vanderbilt against Kentucky, it's 1 o'clock. South Carolina, Georgia. A&M hosting Texas. Oklahoma against LSU. Auburn hosting Ole Miss. And then you're going to Gainesville tomorrow night, 7:30 on ESPN. I don't have anything else SEC update-wise unless you have something else.
All right, that is your SEC update. It is brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. 479-587-3300 is the number for APAC. They have complete construction consultant services that can keep your job on track, from logistics and trucking to surveying and engineering and drone capabilities and so much more. So if you need help from a turnkey solution standpoint, APAC has you covered. 479-587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group.
All right, so what would this radio combine entail? I put down inflection, singing. You said words per minute. How many we could get in? Well, the NFL, the reason I'm just like, why are you asking this, Ty?
I don't sing a lot as a broadcaster now.
The NFL Combine's happening in Indianapolis this weekend. You got 6 Razorbacks participating. Hopefully Talon has a good day so he can get drafted higher. Mel Kiper thinks he might be third off the board, or at least he could rise to that level. Yeah, I kind of.
I think equipment setup and equipment knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
that.
you'd have
Equipment
struggle there.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on what? I struggle with. How do you think I would struggle there? That hurts me. You struck that to my core. What do you mean?
Okay, when we get back, we'll go top to bottom in the rack. So
anyone in our studio would fail that.
100%.
Okay,
we gotta work on that.
Well, I'm trying to. Okay, so that. What else is there?
Vocal, and we talked about the vocal aspect.
Okay.
I guess since we do sports, like sports knowledge should come in some way. Proper terminology, words in the right context, the English language, those type of
You
things.
got it. You got a thought, Phil?
There's a very specific skill for radio that you guys are well aware of.
Okay.
Here. It's the ability to do a 30-second commercial in one take.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
That's got to be part of the combine.
One take, Jake.
And the ability to write a 30-second commercial, not 35 seconds.
Yeah, well.
You guys listening out there?
Yeah, in the sales department, you listening?
I like that pullover, by the way. You got the slobber hog. Sorry, I got thrown off.
What,
I really like
you
that.
can't see my kangaroo pouch behind it, can you?
In an audio medium here.
You knew. You had. I know you were laughing in the car when you heard that.
Oh, I think he sped up. Said, "I'm going to whoop this."
Well, I actually heard you guys talking about it, so I shut it down. Got into the shower. I don't need to listen to you guys. While
You don't
want to
listen to me in the
No.
shower?
Get a text from
sure?
JT in Hot Springs while I'm driving up here, and he's like, "I said you got a kangaroo patch." He's trying to stir it up. Like he's always been trying to. They've been trying to get us to fight for years.
Well, it hadn't happened yet, so I evidently hadn't get into
Don't make me come over this table at you, Richardson.
What do you think about this proposed 3-on-3 contest? You said Christian doesn't have a big toe.
You're going up against one of the best athletes to ever don a Razorback jersey.
Can we get him a glass toe?
But we can triple him.
You don't need a toe for Big C. You've got Matt Jones.
He doesn't have 11 toes. I mean, but he's still.
My point is,
still has to be able to move.
There is no game with a ball or a bat or a
You
stick.
sound less confident than I do.
I
in the
do.
Hogs
I see
tomorrow
who my
night.
teammates would be.
Come on, Tommy. You've never
Oh,
seen
I've
me
never
do
do-
anything.
Okay,
I'm here.
I've never
with
seen
it.
Cole
You're going to
shoot a
guard.
basketball.
You're going
I
to
can
stop
do it.
Matt Jones on a
No,
basketball.
we're going
You're
to
gonna
triple
stop
team
Matt
him.
Jones.
We're going to
Do
triple
you
team
feel
Matt. It's not that hard. We triple team
Do
Matt.
you feel less as confident going up against Bo, Edward, and Bart? I'm guessing Chuck would broadcast it. I don't-
I'll guard Chuck.
Okay.
Why does Chuck get the broadcast? What am I doing?
I don't think Chuck's. No, I'm
not-
saying if we separate it by shows, I think we could beat Bill, Ruskin, and Zach. I think we could at least give you guys a run for your money. And what I'm asking is, if we went up against Edward, Bo, and Chuck, would we stand a chance?
This is how you make this entertaining. All right.
Okay.
All right. We're not playing. If we're doing 3-on-3 basketball amongst the radio shows,
We're
it's
gonna
got to
get
be
killed.
wheelchair basketball. Or on segways, which eventually would put us
On
in a wheelchair.
segways.
Well, Matt can still dunk.
Yeah. It's the only way any of us can get a fast break going.
Okay.
I like
All
our
right,
chances,
we'll-
Ty and Tommy. You guys
we'll
need
take-
to. You guys need
we'll-
to really get more.
I'm not the one that's not confident.
Come
Tommy's
on,
less
Tommy.
confident in our chances
This is
than I
just
am.
about
in the
ideas of making the sports more interesting. It's
Apparently,
just
y'all
like,
have forgotten who Matt Jones
like
is.
I'd be more interested in the figure skating if you added. You know how they added the rifle shooting to
I thought you were
snow
saying
skiing for
You
biathlon.
would be more interested in us figure skating.
No, you add rifle shooting into figure skating, but it's that the figure skaters have to dodge the bullets.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, they get to wear armor and everything. I mean, I'm not going to try
Rubber
to kill
bullets,
them.
though. Right? We're talking about rubber bullets, right? Rubber bullets, right?
Maybe. I mean, if it's the
Okay.
Olympics, come on now.
Okay. All right, we've taken a
We've
lot of
covered a lot of
feedback.
ground here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've gotten a lot of feedback.
We've went in a lot of directions.
JT said if we double Matt, he'll throw it to an open Phil or open Big C in the corner.
Like that's going to matter.
It's not going to matter, dude. I'm telling you. We
Or
got
triple
it,
'em.
boys.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we got something cooked up for the future.
Fast Break Friday brought to you by QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments, backed by real science. Hey, the sooner you start, the sooner that osteoarthritis pain goes away. The inflammation eases up. That's what happened when I went to QC Kinetics. They did a quick scan of my shoulder. They looked at it, said, yep, there's a little partial tear. We can heal it. They drew some blood. They spun it up. And over the course of a few in-office treatments with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime, they got me going again. And I avoided months of rehab and months of painful recovery. 479-999-1234 is their number. 999-1234 for QC Kinetics.
Can they help out with Darius's ankle? What he's
yeah,
dealing
I think
with
they
what he's
probably
dealing with.
could. think they
He
probably
could tell
could.
he's gimpy. And
He said there was
hobbling.
nothing wrong with it, though.
Yeah, that's what all athletes say when they don't want to
"I'm good."
give players or give opposing coaches or players to deal with that. He's a tough kid, and again, it's fun to watch him kind of gut it out this season, and he's going to have a heroic performance tomorrow night. But I think what gets lost is, like, I mentioned this the other day, it's like even the Alabama game, as good as he was, as spectacular as was, as many shots as he hit, they still lost because they didn't get any production out of Malik Ewan and Nick Pringle that game. I mean, that Aiden Sherrill kid carved them up, and you've got at least 3 guys that are better than Sherrill in this game tomorrow. Maybe Hanglon's not as good, but that's the area that if you get some production there, then you've got a chance. You've talked about hitting shots. But you just can't get pounded in the front court tomorrow.
Our Champions for Children Give-A-thon is continuing here all day long. Phil's here. Phil, this is a fun day for us because, we get to talk sports. We do a lot of things fun. I don't always feel like we have a true impact on people in their lives, the way we'd probably like to. A day like today, we get to help really have an impact with Arkansas Children's.
I love Arkansas Children's. I've got experience with it in Little Rock with both of my kids. And I'm also just so driving over here because I've been coming here since Arvest Ballpark opened in 2007 when that was the only thing there. And of course, this hospital here is the second thing that was put here. And this is amazing. Everything around here. It's just
expanded.
I don't even recognize where I am. And Arkansas Children's is the biggest part of it. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to talking to a couple people about their experiences here and sharing my experiences. I've got my own experiences as a child at a children's hospital in Pittsburgh. I think we all do. These kinds of hospitals they're so important to the success of a region, a city, a municipality.
All right, they're trying to raise $150,000. There's other media here. There's lots of corporate partnerships. We're all pulling together today for Arkansas Children's Northwest. 479-455-KIDS is the number here to the phone center. They'll take your donations in many different ways. You can do debit or credit cards, PayPal, Venmo, ACA. They got it all. So however you want to give, they can do that and do it securely as well. archildrens.org/giveathon is the website, or go to hitthatline.com and click on the Giveathon link. But again, call and talk to one of the friendly people here. 479-455-KIDS. 455-5437 is the number.
Phil, we should ask, do you think they're going to double up on baseball tomorrow with rain on Sunday? Okay, well, we've been kind of speculating. I've just been looking at the radar and the weather.
Real quick, an important note on baseball here, and I apologize for interrupting the important talk here. No grills tomorrow at Baum Stadium. There's a burn ban in effect for Washington County. So grilling in the hog pen will not be permitted while the ban is in effect until further notice. So no grills.
So why even play the game if you can't light a grill up?
You can't have the grill in the hog pen? Oh, my goodness gracious. Man.
Well, we might as well cancel the game.
When is the last time I did that? We did that when I was in school. I can't think of the last time I've actually utilized one of those grills. Now, no, I'll tell you what. We're talking about generosity today, being here at Arkansas Children's Northwest. Some of the most generous people on this planet are the ones that grill in the hog pen, because they don't bring just the food for themselves. They bring it for everyone there. It is wild. Some guy will have like a family of 4. He'll bring 50 items to feed everyone. I'd be hard pressed to find anyone more generous than the grillers in the hog pen.
Yeah, we used to get there, particularly for midweek games. We get there early. I'm going back before me and Laura were married, so 22, 3, 4 years ago, and we'd set up. I had a little fire and ice cooler that had a grill that collapsed on top of it, and the cooler was underneath. A little propane grill, and yeah, we do brats and burgers out there, and just have a big time. 4 or 5 of us go. We'd load up and we'd sit in line. When they open them gates, we'd rush for the best spot. And that was before the hog pen was really the hog pen. But it was a lot of fun, and you wanted to sit out there because you could drink beer. Where they didn't sell it in the stadium way back then. So it was, and that was when we tried to hide it and lie about it as a society. You had to pour it in a cup. As long as you had it in a cup, no one said a word. You couldn't stand there, though, next to a person with a red solo cup.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, it's pretty much what was going on in the hog pen back in the day.
Goodness,
that's exactly what was
happening.
Well,
they had that. I don't know if that rule still is on campus, but like cops are not supposed
That
to
was
be
in
able
the
to,
BP days before Phil.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that was long ago.
cops are not supposed to ask. Like, if you have a red Solo coming, like you said, if it's out of it, you're not supposed to, even if the kid looks underage.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't know if that's still a rule or not, but the thing is, and I don't know if that's still true, but that's how it used to be.
I texted our buddy Nick Wright over at Herman's to see if we could come to lunch today. I knew I could come. I wasn't sure he'd let me bring you
He
today.
liked me better than you.
And, well, that's not what the text says. But he said no grilling. That's just wrong. And I agree, Nick. We'll see you for lunch in a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, if you can't grill, you might as well just go sit with the common people, you know. Let's not go out here and have any fun in the outfield.
It's when you experience.
You're not there to watch the game if you're in the outfield.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Chris in Fayetteville saying I grill every game. Thank you, Chris, for texting that in here in the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. It's the idea. It's like, okay, when you experience a baseball game like that, and then you're asked, okay, hey, you might get a chair back seat, but you got to pay $12 for a beer and, I don't know, $7 for a hot dog. Which experience are you going to go with more often than not? You're going to go with the first one because you experienced it the right way, how baseball is meant to be experienced.
Well.
And it's going to hopefully, knock on wood, continue to be that way.
I'm looking forward to it. There'll be a big weekend coming up at Baum Walker, and hopefully they can put ball to bat. And no change in the pitching rotation, right? We got Gackle going today, and so looks like maybe some of the illness is behind this team. So Phil, who is just right here and will be on next with halftime, will have the call this afternoon on many of these ESPN Arkansas stations. Gaston's White River Resort standing by for a great weekend coming up, or spring break week. I know my family always looks forward to getting away at some point to Gaston's during the year. It won't be spring break this year for us, but maybe you're looking for a staycation this year for spring break. I'd recommend Gaston's. They got 80 different private cabins and lodges. And they're set up in a way that whether you got 4 in your group or you got 14 in your group, they can find the right accommodations for you at Gaston's. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the restaurant that overlooks the White River. Experienced guides that take care of everything on your fishing trip. So if you want to get out on the water and really experience what Gaston's is there for, and that's the fabulous trout fishing, their guides take care of running the boat, baiting the hooks, getting the fish, doing everything. So you can just sit back, relax, find out what's in the cooler, and just have a great day of enjoying one of the real treats in our state, and that's the White River. Do it at Gaston's, 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort, a first-class time every time.
Broadcasting live from the studio. You're listening to the Morning Rush.
This country grew up on Tyson Dino Nuggets.
This is the Morning Rush.
Take your tax refund the extra mile with a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle at Rath Auto Resources. We've been working around the clock to beef up our inventory, and we're proud to say this is our best, largest selection of road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles ever. With so many to choose from, price to sell, and backed by a comprehensive warranty, there's no reason to settle for less. Come see why your friends and neighbors voted us the River Valley's #1 pre-owned car dealer, and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
The new Chicken Bacon Ranch Street Chalupa at Taco Bell. You can't get just one. Okay, so that's not like some marketing hyperbole. You literally can't get just one. They come in twos. So like, if you want just one, you're going to need to find a friend who loves slow roasted chicken, bacon, and avocado ranch sauce. Or a friend of a friend, or have an awkward conversation with a complete stranger to see if they're obsessed with chicken, bacon, and avocado ranch. Or you could just like eat them both because you're obsessed with slow roasted chicken, bacon. Okay, you get the idea. The new Chicken Bacon Ranch Street Chalupa is at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell U.S. locations for a limited time while supplies last.
We're keeping Arkansas beautiful. Want to lend a hand? Don't be afraid to get them dirty. Every day, volunteers around the state are picking up litter, planting trees and wildflowers, recycling, and more. You know what these volunteers need most? Help. Volunteer today at keeparkansasbeautiful.com. Learn more about all our programs. A message brought to you by the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
Call Ted McAvoy in Van Buren or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted Best Garage Door Company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging. The future of office printing is here with Xerox's Connect Key technology and cloud connectivity. Xerox offers seamless integration, top-notch security, and unmatched efficiency to help your business stay ahead. Don't miss out. Call us today at 783-6600 and ask about our special offer for a free Xerox color printer with many Xerox models. Dixie Digital Imaging, leading the way in office technology.
Hey, it's Ty Richardson. Got a lot going on during the week. I really don't want to leave the office, but my stomach's still growling. Thankfully, my buddy Mitchell introduced me to DK Fit Meals. David and his team put together incredible meal preps for me each and every week. Mitchell, I'm sure glad you recommended DK Fit Meals.
And with Arkansas basketball season underway, finding time to cook every night just isn't that easy. So with DK Fit Meals, I've got meals that are ready to go in just a matter of minutes. Find your flavor at dkfitmeals.com. That's dkfitmeals.com. So easy, even Ty can do it. Fuel your life with DK Fit Meals.
Up to $11,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $11,000 off. Or take 5.9% financing for up to 84 months. Lease the all-new 2026 GMC Canyon for as low as $399 a month with approved credit. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
And to me, it looks like it's going to be a two-horse race. Well, I do think we're going to have some longer odds today. Yeah, the best bet today.
Lang Whitman on the Morning Rush is brought to you by Brothers Roofing and Restoration, serving Arkansas since 1987. Call 479-353-3877 to get a free estimate and schedule your inspection today.
If you go to the track, these are the weekends you really circle. This is the Arkansas-Texas game this weekend. This is when you play Alabama. You've got the Rebel Stakes this weekend. It's one of the bigger weekends. If you haven't downloaded the Oaklawn Anywhere app, do that with promo code RUSH26. Get a $200 sign-up bonus. Huge racing this weekend, and Lang Whitman joins us now. People circle this weekend on their calendar when the meet schedule comes out. Lang, this is what it's all about. It's the Rebel Stakes on Sunday.
Yeah, people do have this weekend scheduled, and the weather is really going to cooperate this week for the whole weekend. There's 9 races today starting at 12:30. Tomorrow there's 11 races starting at 12:20. The highlight of Saturday's races is the $500,000 Razorback Handicap, a Grade 3 race. The infield is also open for the first time during this meet tomorrow. Sunday we have 12 races starting at 12 noon, and we have 2 stakes races as the feature races, the $750,000 Grade 3 Honeybee and the $1 million Grade 2 Rebel Stakes, where the fillies and the boys will both be trying to earn points toward the starting gate in the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby.
All your picks for the biggest races are available on the Horse Right Here podcast. You can find that at hitthatline.com. You mentioned the beautiful weather, but give us some of your thoughts on the Rebel Stakes. I know they're there, but this is the one people will spend their weekend in Hot Springs for.
Yeah, the 2 favorites are going to be the 2-horse and the 4-horse. Bob Baffert trained litmus test, and I just went blank on the 4-horse trained by Kenny McPeak. But those are going to be the 2 favorites. I'm picking horse number 3, Class President. If you go onto the podcast, Scott Blair and myself break down that race in detail. Take about 10 minutes on it. We go through all 3 of the bigger races, like you said, and the Razorback, the Honeybee, and the Rebel. Scott Blair and myself will also be at Crosswalk Bar tomorrow at 10:30 to do a Horse Right Here YouTube Live podcast. We're going to talk about 2 more races on the Saturday card, and we're going to go over this Rebel Stakes one more time.
All right, first post time today at 12:30. Same on Saturday. It's noon on Sunday for all those first post time. All right, what's today's price play pick? You've got a horse I see here from the note you sent me that's got a 5-1 morning line. Let's see if we can get a little value today to start the weekend.
Yeah, I think there's going to be several favorites that win these races today. I like 4 or 5 favorites pretty much, but I wasn't going to give a 9-5 horse out here. Let's go to race number 5, horse number 4, Balladry, at 5-1 on the morning line. Sippy Contreras trains, Manny Escobedo drives. As you said, 5-1 on the morning line. This is a good price in a race where I believe of the 10 horses that are running, 4 or 5 of them have a chance to win, so the odds should hold. This horse made the season debut December 26th at Oaklawn, first start in 6 months at the $30,000 claiming level, led to the head of the stretch, got tired after the first race in 6 months, ended up running 5th, got beat by 6 lengths, has had 4 works since then, drops in class from the $30,000 level to the $12,500 level, and that could push Balladry further into the lead in this race and into the winner's circle at a nice price. If you're looking for exotics in this race, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, check out the 6, 1, and 9.
All right, 6, 1, and 9. All right, Lang, thanks for the update. All of Lang's picks and his tip sheets for each day are available at the Railbird 333. Find it on social media. Get in touch with Lang, and that's on X, Facebook, any of those places. $8 a day, or you can get a subscription for the rest of the meet at Oaklawn. Our update with Lang is always brought to you by Brothers Roofing and Restoration. If you've experienced hail damage or wind damage to your roof, Brothers Roofing and Restoration is properly licensed and insured, and they will take care of every aspect of your roof. Brother has over 27 years of experience as an insurance adjuster and a roofing contractor, and his crews are all over our state with over 20 years of experience to make sure that your roofing project is done the right way with the industry's best materials. 479-353-3877. Call Brother directly, 479-353-3877 for Brothers Roofing and Restoration. This is one, I'll take that Oaklawn Anywhere app with me. I'll be in Washington, D.C. this weekend, a few days next week for work. But that Rebel Stakes is one, even if you're the casual horse racing fan, you might pay attention to that one. I know I will be this weekend. That's a big event in our state, and going to be right up there with, the Saturday night game, and going to be paid as much attention as that baseball. So Rebel Stakes this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of good things going on this weekend, including Arkansas baseball as well. And the guy that calls the baseball games, Phil Elson's going to be here. We're here all day long at Arkansas Children's Northwest. Go to hitthatline.com, click on the Give-A-Thon tab if you want to participate. For Tommy Kraft and Colton Little, I'm Ty Richardson signing off. But again, the show rolls on during this Give-A-Thon all day long. We wish to contribute. Again, go to hitthatline.com and click on the Give-A-Thon tab. Halftime is next.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom